Okay, I think on paper, I've officially reached the point where I've found a really crazy recipe, because today I'm doing something that Americans have come up with by making a pie out of water. It's a bit strange, this way of making a pie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, I'm a bit doubtful on this one as to how it's actually going to taste, because you've just got sugar, flour, water, bit of vanilla. How is that going to taste, and how is that going to make a pie? Now, I know the Great Depression, times were tough and people had to make do with what they had, but this pie is still around and this pie is still talked about, so it must have done something right in terms of tasting good. And yeah, when times were tough, families even found a way to make a dessert. And today we're finding out if this strange hidden recipe actually works, or is it one of the strangest things we've ever made? I decided to make my own pie crust because I think you all remember from previous videos I said the store-bought pie crusts we get over here in the UK aren't very good. They're really quite shallow and they're not very big. So I decided to make our own. But the last time I made my own pie crust and used it for a recipe instead of a store-bought pastry.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too.
You're the best ever.
Thank you, and you are. I did have a slight soggy bottom to it, so I thought I am going to blind bake this one, even though the recipe says not to bother. So we've got our crinkled up grease-proof paper, or parchment paper, and we're going to finally get to use our ceramic beads that Karen at Summer Sand sent us. You've been waiting to use these, haven't you? We're just going to pour them in, Poppet. Ready?
Yeah. But I just pouring them all in.
Because by pouring them in, we just move them around a little bit, it's gonna weigh it down so that that pie shell or the pie crust is not gonna start shrinking when we bake it, in theory. I've got the oven preheated. I'm just gonna pop this in the oven for about 15 minutes to blind bake it. The pie crust has come out of the oven and it is looking all right at the moment. So I think we're good to go with this, aren't we? Now, do you know what we've got to add to this pie?
Flour.
We do in a second. So first of all, we've got some flour in here.
Give me a nice big whisk.
And we've got a whisk and we've got some sugar. So do you want to put the cup of sugar into the bowl with the flour? Give that a little mix. Little pro, aren't you? Oh, decorating the room with sugar. Go careful, you. Good job, Alana.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is called water pie.
Water.
Yeah, and basically the recipe just says that into this pie crust we now take 1.5 cups of water and we just
pour it.
Yeah, just pour it straight in there, which minus that bit obviously. Keep going. This is really bizarre, okay? This is exactly what the recipe says to do, and this feels very, very strange. It's like I'm forgetting ingredients by just sticking water in a pie crust. But now the flour and the sugar, don't pour it in, we sprinkle it over. So do you want to take some as well and we'll sprinkle this together? And it's very key, according to the recipe, we don't stir anything, we just sprinkle.
Milk.
It does, it's gone like a milky colour because of the flour. This is really quite bizarre because if you're getting this on the camera, it's very, very watery. I know it's called water pie, but this just seems very crazy, but I'm going to reserve judgment because these Depression era meals and recipes are surprising us in a good way. Now, as it stands, this kind of feels like I'm halfway through the recipe and I've gone, oh, I forgot to add the, which usually happens, but this just feels a little bit bizarre. In here, we've only got flour, sugar, and water, so we need a little bit of flavour. So in with some vanilla. So we're just going to drizzle the vanilla over the pie.
Doesn't like vanilla.
It's a bit strange, this way of making a pie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to take these 5 pats of butter and just... We weren't going to do that, we were just going to place them equally. So I'll just move that one. Just place it nicely.
Like,
yeah, that's
like
perfect. Like the sun. And this is it for this pie. We're just going to bung it into the oven now on 400 degrees Fahrenheit and I guess hope for the best. So we are going to reduce the heat halfway through.
In the morning, when the water would be all dry and we still see the water.
So apparently when this is done, we take it out of the oven. It's going to be quite watery. So it's going to sit overnight in the fridge. It's going to firm up a bit. And by all accounts, it's a little bit custardy. You like custard, don't you?
Yum, yum, yum.
So I'm getting this into the oven. It's going in at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. And then I'm reducing the temperature to 375 for a further 30 minutes. The Great Depression was a time when meals just had to stretch. Ingredients had to go that bit further, and people had to be inventive with how they made things. And judging by the smell that's coming out of this kitchen, I think they're pretty damn clever as well, because it smells good. Now it's still really jiggly and quite watery inside. But as I said earlier, this should just chill now. So it's going to chill at room temperature, and then we're going to pop it in the fridge overnight. And it should really set. I'm led to believe a bit like a custard filling. So it might be similar to the transparent pie we've tried before, or it might be a completely different dessert onto its own. So let's find out what it's like tomorrow morning. Now I wasn't expecting a film to be present on top, but I guess it's kind of like custards, and when a custard's set, you've really got to put plastic wrap on top of it to prevent... Exactly, to prevent that film from forming.
This is an absolute new one on me. I've literally got no idea. Never seen anything like this before in my life. Never heard of water pie. So this is going to be a new one on me.
Right. Forks at the ready.
Right, go on, Alana.
Now, I just want you to smell it first of all.
I'm sure.
I'm getting like buttery, caramelly vibes out of that.
Buttery, yeah.
Oh, Alana's going straight in.
Ready for some pie? Oh, pie me.
Okay, is it good?
Good, yeah.
What do you like about it?
Water.
The water, that's a very good point. Actually, because this consists of water, does it help towards your daily water intake?
No idea.
Now, somebody has been reaching for this one, and I know it's got sugar in it, but I think we should let her have a little try. Alyssa, do you want to try some? Want some?
Oh.
What do we think?
Ada.
Okay, this is a new one. Pie with hands. I'm going to try some pie.
Oh, nothing wrong with pie in hands. Yeah?
That's nice.
You sound surprised.
Oh, it's made with water. Why wouldn't I be surprised?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
For those of you that haven't tried this pie before, it is kind of like a sugar cream pie. Or I'm trying to think, it's a little bit custardy, a bit creme brulee. Are you going for more pie, young lady?
Nice and sweet, buttery. It's very light as well. It's not heavy pie, is it?
I guess it's not like a custard. Somebody's diving for the plates of this one.
And the crust is really nice as well.
It is slightly more watery than I was expecting. I know it's a water pie, but it did say it was going to set quite nicely in the refrigerator overnight. Your plates are empty, so that means you must like it.
Yeah.
What do you rate it, Daddy?
I'm going to go an 8.5 out of 10. I'm pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. It's nice and light, nice and sweet, but not too sweet. I actually think the crust makes it. That contrast with the crispiness of the pie crust, I think it works really, really well.
I do love a pie, and what I'm really loving is these Depression era recipes. We're getting like really good food on a budget.
If this video has left you hungry for more, then hit that subscribe button. And all that leaves this little British family to say is...
Take care.
God bless.
And see you all in the next video.